Hi, my name is Ramya. I'm the Director of Environmental Science for the Key Biscayne Community Foundation. I also run their Citizen Science program, and today our Citizen Science program is out at Crandon Marina doing a mangrove cleanup. Today specifically is International Coastal Cleanup Day. We like to start on that day, and then we have one per month for 5 months total. So we have 5 cleanups. Mangroves are harder to reach and they're difficult to clean, and so they just are not targeted nearly as much. And so that's why all of our target areas are mangroves in particular. So we are looking at hard to reach areas and we focus on mangroves. This one's always our biggest one. It's very exciting. We really enjoy doing it. And our other cleanups are always in the same area, in and around Key Biscayne. And they're a little smaller, 30 to 35 people, sometimes maybe 40 people. It just depends on how popular they get. But they're doing really well, and this is our second year doing it. And we have had really, really good success in filling all of our spots. This is our second year in a row doing it, and we have been partnering with FillABag and Miami EcoAdventures, which is division of the Parks and Recreation Department of Miami-Dade County. It's great having them aboard because they actually will take all of our trash for free that we collect. And Manny from FillABag is an expert at these cleanup events, so it's great having him here too. Having that experience here and to give the safety demonstrations and to help people out is always super helpful.
And we're really happy to be here. I'm Manny with FillABag, Romeo with Key Biscayne Community Foundation, Ed from Miami EcoAdventures, Desiree from Free Plastic. Here, Frank is a mangrove Sasquatch. You may have heard of him. It's if you never see Frank and the mangrove Sasquatch at the same time in the same place, so you know the jury's still out. But we're going to be your team today. We're going to be helping you out, and we're going to help you get out there and have a meaningful and impactful experience protecting our environment, taking care of our environment, and hopefully raising some awareness about our own actions and our own behavior, and how we might be able to alter our choices and start to use less, right? Our most important objective today is, who can tell me what it is? Stay safe. Be safe and have fun and build community, all right? And help each other out. We're here to help each other out. This is a challenging terrain. It's not a beach cleanup where you're just kind of walking and bending and picking up and counting your lunges. You know, this is a more extreme terrain. Everyone should have a pair of gloves. If you don't have one, you're going to come and get one. We'll give you a pair of gloves. Be very careful and very intentional in all your moves. We want to be careful with the mangroves too. When we're stepping through the mangroves, we're looking for, you know, joints that are solid joints in the mangroves. If you're going to climb, like if you're on a jungle gym or something, most of the time you could stand right on the ground below them. But as you're navigating your way through, be careful with your steps that you don't get your leg locked up and you push your weight some way, and you know you can have an accident that way. So let's be very, very careful and intentional in our moves. There's also natural hazards or natural elements that we need to respect, like wildlife. This is their environment. This is their place. One of the key roles of mangroves is to serve as a sanctuary and almost like a nursery for wildlife. Birds, crabs and crustaceans, fish, the whole food chain is in there. There's reptiles too. So there's iguanas, and I've never seen them, but this golf course, you know, there's crocodiles in this golf course. Don't cowboy up and kind of take off and get out there, because it's not that something's going to get you, it's that if you hurt yourself and no one's there to help you, that's a problem. The one that's probably most dangerous of all today is the jellyfish. There are jellyfish, the pink ones that sort of, I don't know what you call them, the moon jellies. Moon jellies, they're out there. If you do get stung by a jellyfish, we have vinegar. You may want to head back in, okay? Because sometimes it gets in the lining of your shirt or your clothes. You want to rinse it off with fresh water and some vinegar, okay?
Just when you're grabbing things, again, making sure your gloves are always on. Make sure it's, you know, you're maybe grabbing a plastic bag or something. Just double check it, because again, that could be, they're very saucer-like, but they're that same color as a plastic bag. So we want to be vigilant about, looking out for that stuff.
Right, and that also speaks to how important it is to remove plastic bags, because they look like jellyfish and the food that many of these critters eat.
And all of your group leads will have a knife, so if you don't have one, call out to your group lead, they'll come help out.
Your job is to collect what you can in your bucket on your watercraft, and then paddle it out to the boat that's going to be waiting right here for you to unload your bucket, consolidate the trash into trash bags, and send you back into the field. In terms of safety, We're going to have 4 support boats in the water with us, 4 boats.
Good morning. My name is Raul Matos, Linwood Mason. The boat's called In the Bag. We're here to support the activities here. We're specifically myself. We're a manufacturer of the machines that make the plastic bags. We're actually not only plastic but also paper, and it's our responsibility to find ways to offset plastic use. Very complex problem. Companies like us and many are looking at ways to solve it. But we're here to support the efforts and to be part of the community.
Fill the boat with all of the individual garbage that's being collected by each one of the paddle boards. So as you can see, it's empty now, but it won't be empty for long.
I want to also just take a moment to recognize some of our partners here. Our friends from Paddle. Paddle is like, think paddleboarding meets city bike. You know, you go somewhere and you want to go paddleboarding and you just check your app and it's boom, you find it and away you go. So thank you very much, Paddle, for your help.
Happy to be here.
These guys have a center there, Paddle Center over in Virginia Key by the old Jimbos. Go check it out sometime.
I'm Andres from Paddle. We're really happy to be a part of this. Working with FillABag to clean up the mangroves and all these sensitive environments that we operate in. This is where we live, work, play. This is where we spend most of our time, so we want to be a part of making it better for the next generation, for our guests, and for the people who live around here. We had people rent them, and then what we're doing is we're giving an equivalent store credit so that they can use in the future as a donation back. Our location in Virginia Key, which is a full-service location, and then we have 40 self-serve locations offering paddleboard and kayak rentals between the Keys up to Jacksonville and around Tampa, St. Pete area. Thank you so much. We're happy to be a part of this and happy to have been invited by FillABag.
Also want to recognize the friends from Kopu Water. Thank you very much, Justin, for donating some water for our volunteers, and he brought his crews.
Kopu Water donated 5 cases of water in aluminum bottles. Their whole business model is to remain sustainable, and aluminum is one of the most sustainable things that you can use. 75% of the aluminum that has ever been created is still in use. That's how recyclable aluminum is. The best part about going out into the mangroves, even if you're just like cleaning up trash, is just being in the mangroves is a magical experience. It's beautiful out there and you encounter so much interesting wildlife and ecosystems. The mangroves themselves are very important and interesting, unique ecosystem.
I'm in group 1 here, so we're going to be covering this area right near the marina. So this area does get a lot of debris just because of how close it is to the ramps and the docks. So we're picking up a lot of fishing debris, a lot of marine debris that gets caught in the mangroves here right alongside of our marina. So we have a great group of people out today. We're covering a lot of ground all the way out to the end of the golf course here on Key Biscayne, as well as Bird Island, which is a very important rookery for our nesting and roosting birds here, or wading birds here in the marina. We're really excited to have these families that brought their kids out today to participate as a family fun day here on Saturday at the marina.
We're looking forward to seeing how today turns out. We'll see how much trash we collect, and then we'll do it again next month. And there are these totes available on our table. They're for International Coastal Cleanup Day. All of the cleanups that are doing International Coastal Cleanup events today have these totes, and they're handing them out to everybody. So for our cleanup specifically, we have these great bags that are really good for like hiking and traveling, and it has all of our logos on there. The bag itself is very sturdy and is actually made from recycled materials. So these are the bags that we're going to be handing out at all of our cleanups. Key Biscayne Mangrove Cleanup. This is what we do every year, and hopefully every year Find will continue to fund us and we can keep, cleaning our mangroves and keeping them safe.
Yeah, my name's Larry Wasserscheid, and my wife, Lisa Cornsey. She's we work with the community and with Manny from FillABag that invited us out for this mangrove cleanup. And we also work with Andres from Paddle. We're just so happy we were able to contribute today and make our beautiful paradise home a cleaner, better, more sustainable community for everyone. This is an accumulation from all of the kayaker volunteers, and we were the garbage truck, if you will, to haul all the garbage back. So it was definitely a group effort. We had probably about 25 people out on Bird Island here. And then we had a whole nother crew that did the west side of Key Biscayne mangroves.
Wow, that's some serious trash you got.
We have a lot of trash. Can't wait to weigh it of garbage from that one little bird island.
Who knew? Who knew?
Yeah.
Okay, a big shout out first of all, and with the words of the day that are so important, and our Biscayne Bay Coalition, our community foundation, Miami Waterkeepers there on Ramya's shirt. Thank you so much. Thanks for the sponsorship. Thanks for Manny, Ramya, rounding all of this up today, our wonderful community foundation. And definitely, it feels really good to unload this stuff.
Mangroves protect the shoreline by mitigating wave energy when you have like storm waves and things like that coming in, storm surge. So they like slow down, remove all that energy, and they block them from hitting land. But on top of that, because the roots are so tangly, there's just so much of them, that large animals have a hard time getting in there. So they work as a really important nursery ground for a lot of like baby animals, baby fish, baby sharks, and just a lot of smaller animals that would otherwise get eaten in open water. And so you get a lot of really interesting things that live in and among the mangroves. Because of the tangly roots and their position on the shoreline, they are also very good at collecting trash.
They're going through the net they found out in the mangroves. They're finding starfish, crabs, and lots of sea life.
And when they get caught on some debris or a reef, they just cut it loose and let it drift. And it traps all kinds of different fish and crabs and lobsters. It's not real healthy at all for the ecosystem.
Even if they cut it, they could haul it back on board.
Of course they could. But being humans, they take the path of least resistance and cut it away and leave it.
How long do you think that was out there?
You know, that does not look like it's that old. I would say anywhere between 1 and 2 years.
Beautiful star, yeah. You quickly get him back, but get a picture first. How are they called? How are they called?
Brittle stars.
Brittle stars. Okay, beautiful.
Wonderful. You got that out of the
You want to put them in the water?
Crabs. He's here. Oh yeah.
Go put them over there in the water where I put the other.
That was okay. All right, and put it in the water now. Go ahead and put it in the water.
Right, not like the one. Right, exactly. Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
Now pull your finger back.
Here's another one.
Yeah.
Okay.
You want to get on video? Tatiana.
Let's go put that in the water.
Look at this. Turn around.
Where?
The sea slug behind you. Sea cucumber. A sea cucumber.
And what are we looking at?
This is a sea cucumber.
Go through here. Come out.
That's really important.
Yes.
Good eye to find it.
Yeah.
So you put it back just on the side here, or would you put it back in?
Yeah, we're putting it back in the mangroves so that they can.
If any.
Take a look in there. Yeah. Do you see anything?
You know what I do? I see
Oh, look at that. Another star.
Okay. Oh my gosh, look at you. So you're going to put that in the water? Okay.
It's a nice B-roll.
Okay, put it in the water. How are you?
What's he grabbing? Like I've been holding on to this for your life. There we go. You guys, you see the crabs?
No.
Look.
Great work.
Still got more life here. Sure.
Little crab,
You got a bucket you're putting them in?
sea star.
Putting them in the water.
They're going back in the water. They're aquatic crabs.
How much trash did you get?
A lot.
Stick, how did you get the trash out of the water?
Some with my hands and some with the stick.
And you didn't fall in. What was the best part of today?
Seeing bird bones.
Phone. That's the beak.
Yeah. And this one I thought was a piranha.
Boy, you really got a treasure.
You can do the moonwalk here.
Thank you for sharing. I appreciate that.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
I'm going to have him back up.
It's ironic because you can see it becomes a habitat for critters, but it's also a death trap, especially for larger animals. Birds, manatees, turtles, they get fouled up in that, and it's a death sentence. So great haul right there. Anybody want to share like what the craziest thing that they found was, or something they were surprised to find? Or...
They're rare, but they're out there. They're always a big finds like this one, so they're usually out in the mangrove somewhere.
Wait, that net,
And do they fall off a truck or fall off a...
They might use them for boats as bumpers, and they actually, that's why they have these ropes attached to it, so they end up getting loose and end up in the mangroves. But good thing they caught this, because usually what happens is the mangrove grows right inside the tire, and there's no way to get it out once the mangrove grows through.
We still have
So this is a good find, something that you don't see every day.
I'd like to give a shout out to Larry, and they're on the boat, of course, they're cleaning up their boat. Larry and Lisa, it's actually Larry's birthday today. They brought their boat out here. They were over at Bird Island hauling all the trash in. So I definitely want to give them a round of applause. They're still working.
They're going to get a FillABag hat too. They're going to go, all right, how about
our little anthropologist, archaeologist.
the anthropologist? All right, this is for you and your family. You guys can share your hat. Would you like a hat?
With your third hat. All right, there you go.
All right, who else was leading out here? Sasha, great work. You won a hat.
It's never too late.
All right, who's left? Who else was a lead out there? The tire crew. All right.
Come here.
Who found the tire? These guys right here?
Yeah.
Who found it? She found it.
Us three.
You like trucker hats?
Yeah. What a team. So hard. I couldn't have done it without him. Which one? The big guy.
Oh, you pulled it in.
Give it up. Awesome.
Thanks to Manny and his hard work to getting people out here. 45 people came out here today to work on cleaning up our bay. Our bay is one of our most important assets, and so it's so fantastic to have a crowd out here. Many different organizations, such as the Community Foundation, working alongside other organizations to help clean our bay. It's a great pleasure to be out here, and kudos again to Manny Rionda and his crew out here.
27. Ramya. 27, Ramya.
27. And people that just leave
3.5.
what are they thinking?
What's this? Drum roll, please. And today, a grand total of
640
640 pounds. All right, great job. Thanks, Ed. Bring that trash condo over here. Yeah.
1.
Oh.
2.